Alright, Hero Comics here, wanting to make a quick video, basically trying to figure out how to make it sound better. Yeah, I got the Xbox themed microphone here. I'll make a quick video, basically talking about Transgender Ministries channel update, basically. Um, what I also want to say, thanks, I say thanks for all the love on my DeviantArt channel. Uh, I haven't really said it on my YouTube channel. I should say it more. Thanks for all the love. I have now over 300 subscribers. Let me see how many I have here. I gotta check right now. Go check out my pregnancy DeviantArt pregnancy fan art here, and whatnot. DeviantArt ones are more safe for work, definitely. Than the other ones. Than some other the tablet ones on the tablet. Definitely. Let's see here. As you can see here. Yeah, 364 subscribers. Well, thank you all for subscribing to me, checking out my stuff. I'm trying to do a lot of different stuff now. Eventually, I'll get on with Let's Plays and things, but I got other stuff I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do comics. Let's see here, show off my comics. Show my comics a little bit. Trying to do my transgender hate mail parts, of course. Continue to do those. Any other hate mail too. And also, I'm doing learning how to my work on my script writing skills. I got a video already now about the woke war against women. And other stuff going on here. So I will gladly continue on working on different things. Transgender Ministries is going to continue working to fight against the deviant lifestyle. Yeah, it's the transgender, homosexual, atheist lifestyles. Going against the atheist lifestyles because they go against the ways of God. They basically are about fear, anger, hatred, envy, jealousy, bad information. Basically, the idea that something is wrong with a person because they're different than someone else when they're not. Nothing wrong with them. They have to change it so they could fit in with others. It's like, that's not how that works. The reason why I continue to fight against those lifestyles and others like them is because I had to deal with some stuff like that myself. Not transgender necessarily, but definitely racial. And basically there's rumors and hearsay about how someone who looks like me is supposed to act. Talk and act and all this other stuff, and it's just like, I don't do that. And they're like, oh, well, what's wrong with you? Some people are like, what's wrong with you? You know, you don't fit in this mold. this 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 cookie cutter mold here. You're something weird. Something must be wrong with you. I'm like, no, nothing wrong with me, because I am also, yes, we are all human beings. Human beings are, first of all, here's how human beings work. Human beings have one species, human, two biological sexes, male and female, and we have several different races, skin colors, facial features, nationalities, religious beliefs, things like that. But each human is a unique individual, so you have to learn. There's certain things that are physical, our biological sex, our race, shape, size, color, so like that. Those things are ironclad. You cannot change them, nor should you try. But there are certain things you should try to change. What you believe, when it goes against the ways of God. Follow God's ways. That's it. Learn to trust Him on things, and that'll fight against fear, fight against the dark side, because it's important. That's why I fight against this stuff, because it's like you see people freaking out. In the Bible it says, there they are in dread, there was nothing to dread. There are females out there, people with ovaries, who are freaking out, saying, oh no, dysphoria be messing around. Dysphoria be messing around, be like, yeah, you're having your period again, bleeding from bleeding again. Oh no, what if people find out? Like it's normal stuff that happens to female people born with ovaries, healthy people born with ovaries. Oh no, you saw a pretty girl walk by and your fetus did this. What if someone sees that? What if someone knows that? And it's like, yeah, that's normal things that happen for some more testicles. What feels good? Yeah, so it's like, people are freaking out over this stuff. And it's just like, no, we shouldn't be doing that. We should be trying to stop that. We should be trying to change that. We should learn to balance. They learn to deal. This balance, yes, but it's also understand that we cannot help. We can always look, not always look the way we want, but we can choose how to act. We can choose how we can act. We can always choose to feel how we feel, but we can choose how to react to it. So we're going to. Yeah, that's what we need to work on. Some people are angry about that because it's like, but that feel doing that, doing that feels so good. I'm like, yeah, well, that's wrong though. But the Bible, what's wrong? So that's what I'm doing. With all this cancel culture bullcrap going on, it's just there's temptation to be like, yeah, let's get something that's gives more views. Let's Play would get a lot more views. I do, and I know Let's Plays because Let's Plays require time to basically play through a game. I can do it, but I want to do other things too. My comic I want to work on. Got my other videos I want to work on, scripts for videos. Also, I want to do more reviews of different shows and stuff. And then videos like just other things like this. I want to do stuff. Hate my videos must continue on because that's my ministry. Basically, people in my church. But I've been saying I should try to find them, basically start ministering, go out in the world, preach the gospel, by ministering. And the Bible actually says, Jesus said, the Bible, go out into the world, preach the gospel, But then, so because the people at my church were like, yeah, hey, yeah, you should, maybe, find some people, get in a group of people, find a group of people, become part of that group, and you should just start talking to them about how awesome God is, become their friends, and stuff like that, and minister to them, and it's like, okay, the way you do it nowadays, you can do it. There are certain groups of people that you can, become part of and learn to tell start getting, more familiar with, so you can actually, start to telling them about how awesome God is, and help them try to, and stuff like that, But the best way nowadays to reach a large group of people, basically say what you need to say, is through the internet. This is a great way. This is a great platform, even with only a few views for a video, because people don't like what I'm saying, because it says basically means they have to change the truth. The truth will change for them. Even then, it is working. And the cool thing is, views aren't everything. Likes and views aren't everything. Now, I know some people are watching me that basically they'll give me a single view on their videos because they come at me sideways. On videos and DeviantArt posts that have nothing to do with anything, and I ask you all kinds of questions and stuff, and say all kinds of stuff. That I'm like, how do you know this if you've never seen my stuff? So it's like, yeah, getting hate speech claimed too is really weird because it's like, yeah, 5 people watched that video. So yeah, those 5 people must have been really angry. So it's like, way more than 5 people watched that video. It must be, because you can't do that sometimes. So yeah, no, we're continuing to work on our stuff. There've been issues with the internet because, of course, you gotta keep paying it. But yeah, we're figuring out budgeting, working on stuff, paying for this house. Yeah, see, if I can get my hand in the frame. Yeah, paying to buy this house, and eventually fix it up. So that can be, a nice place for us to hang out for a while. It's definitely interesting stuff going on right now. Things are not going as fast, progressing in certain ways that I like, or as fast as I'd like, but things are happening. So yeah, we're going to stay the course. We're going to keep on going. Trust God on things, and hope and pray things work out the way we like, or better. So yeah, so our stuff is here to stay. And we're going to continue on going. So I'll say see you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube for DeviantArt. Thank you for all these love, everyone, even the ones that aren't showing love.